And the playoff action will begin here shortly from Pocono Raceway. Taking a look at the standings there. CD Mangrum, the only one locked into the Championship 4 with that win 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen. Bryce Fontaine, 51 points above the cut line. Hanneman, 13 above the cut line. And William Kern, missing the race tonight using a provisional, is 8 above the cut line. But that's going to allow somebody underneath this cut line, whether it be Kevin Fry, Mike Marini, Mason Tomlinson, or Jose Mercado, to jump up into the top 4 and put themselves in a position going into the final race of the playoff round of 8 and lock themselves in Hello once again here from the wonderful Pocono Raceway in the Poconos. And it is going to be one heck of a race here tonight. Taking a quick look at the race info, we are at the Tricky Triangle for 80 laps here. This 2.5 mile long course with only 3 corners. 4 additional tires. 4 additional sets of tires, rather. Excuse me, no fast repair. And then stages will be at laps 20 and 40. Very critical stage points and not really playoff points, but stage points in particular for the people who are below that cut line, as we saw on the opening screen. So we shall see if they are able to make it happen. Taking a quick look at what lap times are being run right now. Fastest lap on the track is for the number 41 of Jose Mercado. And I think now is as good a time as any to bring him in. He is the farthest behind the cut line. As we go back and take a look at it here, quite a ways behind, having missed the Watkins-Glen race a week ago, or 2 weeks ago rather, excuse me. We were off last week for the 4th of July. But we will grab the number 41 of Jose Mercado. Jose, so far, fastest lap in the practice session. How are you feeling going into this race at Pocono tonight?
Feeling pretty good. I feel like I got a good car. Missed last week, so I got to make up some points. So try to lock in this week.
Yeah, it looks like you're about 18 points back or so, something like that. So definitely a challenge here. How important are the stage points going to be for you tonight?
Very, very important. I got to beat the guys in front of me on all the stages and try to get a better finish. Because next week is Martinsville, and that's a short track, so you never know what can happen there.
Absolutely. Well, good luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at least once, if not at the end there. And good luck tonight.
All right, but I appreciate it.
Another driver below the cut line is the number 82 of Kevin Fry. Kevin, not the fastest lap on the track right now, but you are closest to the cut line. And with William Kern not making it tonight, how important is this race for you going forward?
Pretty important. I'm just not good here, to be honest with you. I can't figure it out.
Well, so what's your plan of attack here then, I guess? I mean, like you said, you're not feeling very comfortable here, but with the tire model changing everything, I mean, were you better with it before the change in the last big update?
I feel so. I feel like it got a lot tighter in this update. Like it doesn't want to turn in for some reason. I don't know. Braking points are off. I just try and get some stage points and see how a good finish goes.
Well, with only 8 cars on track tonight, it should be pretty easy to get stage points, but hopefully for your sake, we can get some good ones here for you, and you can put yourself in a good position going into Martinsville. Good luck.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Kevin, quite a gap there, about just under 4/10 behind the fastest lap of the practice session so far, run by Jose Mercado. Second fastest lap so far on the track is the number 12 of Bryce Fontaine. He has a very comfortable lead on the cut line. Up 51 to that cut line. Those playoff points from earlier in the season definitely coming out to help him. Can't grab him for an interview. Don't see him right now, so... So good luck to Bryce here. If he can get a victory, that would be That'd be good. I mean, like I said, I think a good points day is all that he really needs. CD Mangram's out on track right now as well. He got the race win at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago. So he's already locked into the championship 4. He's out here racing for pride and trying to see what else he can do. If he can get some more wins under his belt, that would always be positive. Right now, he's got the 5th fastest lap on track at a 53.5. Mason out there on track right now as well. He sits 8 points behind, or a little bit more than 8 points behind, actually. Excuse me. I think he is like 10 points behind. See if we can get it up here. Mason 10 points behind the cut line, so he'll need some good stage points tonight and hopefully a good result. Right now, he's a little farther back in the running order for the practice session, but just a little bit of time left here for these guys. We will take just a moment, and we will be right back with some more action. And with that, it is time for the qualifying session. See who the first one out of pit road is. Looks like it is going to be Fontaine and Fry out at about the same time. So we'll follow along with the bow tie, Kevin Fry. Fontaine will both take the green flag, just about the same amount of time. Just barely keeps it off of the wall out of turn 1. And down into the tunnel turn of turn 2. Trying to get as much arc down into the corner as he possibly can. Bryce seems to think that this turn will be the problem spot here tonight. Three and 1 are a little bit wider. A little bit easier to make some stuff happen. And to the line for the first laps. Fontaine with a 53.4, and Fry has found some speed because he was running a 53.5 during practice, down to a 53.3. Let's hop on with Hanneman, who ran a 53.35. He jumps up to the pole position. Hanneman's been hot on the tail of Fontaine since the start of the playoff. Been trying to chase him down as much as he can, but he's been very quick since the start of the round of 12. He has a lot of playoff points grabbed in that first round of the playoff, and now looking to try to lock himself in here at Pocono into the Championship 4, running that number 85 Mustang through turn number 3. Fry improves his time up to a 53.31. Here comes Hanneman across the line. Second lap is not going to be faster, so he will be stuck for now in that second position. Take a look at Mangrum. He's coming around for his second lap, as is Tomlinson with a 53.7 for Tomlinson. His lap is not better. Mangrum's first lap was not timed, or maybe his first lap he had a mistake or something, but because he's showing 2 laps completed so far, but nothing on the scoring tower. Oh, and Kern did make it into the session. That is good news for William Kern. Through the tunnel. Mangrum able to keep it off the wall there. And off a 3. That lap, a 53.5 for Mangrum. He'll sit in 6th so far. Fontaine, I don't know if he's trying to get some extra laps in, or if he, or what he did. Kern not going to be able to get a time down with only 30 seconds left. Bryce coming into pit here. Doing a practice pit. Yeah, Will not going to have enough time, but he did make the session, which is a very important thing here. And we will be right back here. We're going to do a quick driver's meeting, and we will be back with the starting grid. quickly we'll grab our pole sitter here. Kevin, I know that you said that you didn't feel like you had anything for them, but sitting on the pole must be relieving for that.
Yeah, that's a surprise to everybody, including myself.
Well, you're sitting on the pole. What's your plan of attack? Just track position all the way?
Yeah, dirty air is going to be awful here, so I'm trying to stay out front as much as possible.
All right. Well, good luck. We'll let you go. Congratulations on the pole, though, buddy.
Appreciate it. Hope to talk to you soon.
All right. Quick little short and sweet interview there with our pole sitter. But we will quickly run over our grid as Kevin Fry does hold the pole position with Ray Hanneman outside of that front row in the number 85. Jose Mercado in the 41 inside row 2 with Bryce Fontaine on the outside. And then row 3 has a pair of GTR teammates with Mike Marini on the inside and CD Mangrum on the outside in 6th. In row number 4 is Mason Tomlinson with his teammate William Kern outside of that row in 8th. And rounding out the field tonight with a short field is Andre Carvalho in the number 19. As the drivers start to roll away off of the pit road. With that short field we have tonight here. Stage points aren't going to be as big of a factor, but they still will be a factor for the people below the cut line. If they can get max stage points or high amount of stage points, that will help them tremendously here tonight. Everybody tightening up here into 3, hopefully. All right, everybody gets tightened up here, and we are about to go racing.
Green, green, green.
Green flag flies, and we are racing here from Pocono. At the line, Hanneman was able to get out in front. Fontaine followed him through. Down into the tunnel turn. Hanneman leads the way. He's got a full mirror of that black and green number 12. Eternal Racing Toyota Camry. Off of 3. Hanneman able to hold the gap for now as he will lead the first lap here from Pocono. Fontaine shows the nose to the inside, elects to stay behind. Mercado is down one spot from the start, but still sitting in the 4th position. Kern was able to make the session, thankfully for him. And in the number 31, he does sit in the 6th spot. Tomlinson looking to the outside, though. Not going to find anything. Does have some momentum down the straightaway, though, potentially. Looking back there real quick. They're going to be door-to-door as they go down in to turn number 1. The long straightaway here at Pocono. A couple guys hitting the wall. I heard that off of turn 1. That looks like Fry as he's falling down the running order tremendously. Oh, and he's going to be the top of 3 wide, and he's going to fall back all the way to 8th. Don't know how hurt that number 82 is. But out at the front, Fontaine was able to find his way by Hanneman during that shuffle as well. And the number 12 is out to the race lead here at Pocono. Break that draft up as much as he can. Down the longer straightaways at the very least. Tomlinson and Kern still battling side by side through turn 3. Tomlinson on the high side should have the momentum this time to make the pass, and he does do so for the 5th spot. Man, Fry fell off big time. Trying to see if there is a lot of damage there to the number 82. Does look like there is some right front damage for the Moon Eyes. Ooh, just barely able to keep it off the wall that time as well. Fontaine starting to build a bit of a gap between himself and Hanneman. Single file here.
They're doing thought 9 points.
Hanneman and Mercado going to be in close proximity here out of turn 1. Mercado barely able to keep that car off the wall. Did the tunnel turning off of 2. Everybody here at the front still good. Carvalho wasn't able to get by Fry. It sounded like they were going to be giving, he was going to be giving up the spot to the 19, but nothing doing there. And back here in 6th, Kern and Marini close proximity to each other, trying to battle it out. And it still gives chase to the leader. sitting in second. He does have Mercado on him. And you see Bryce breaking up the draft as well, trying to keep that advantage for him, especially down the front straightaway.
Sorry, I didn't hit the square. My bad.
Mercado trying to push Hanneman down the straightaway from 1 to 2. Down into the tunnel they go. Mangram's catching this group as well. Feels like Fontaine loses a lot of time by trying to break up the draft down the straightaway, though, too. But he gains it all back on entry into turn 1. Hanneman maybe a slight touch to the wall there out of 1. Rainey was able to get by Kern back there down the straightaway, front straightaway. Mangram's got Tomlinson chasing him down here now, too, for the 4th position. Meanwhile, they're still trying to chase down Mercado and Hanneman. Everyone here at the front doing a good job of keeping it nice and clean. Halfway through stage number 1. Out of the tunnel turn, Mercado has the nose shown to the inside. And into 3, there goes Mercado by. 4th, 3rd, Mangrum going to be looking. Here comes Hanneman down pit road. He's coming early.
Is there a signal there?
You don't have to in here.
10-4.
I think every week we also say you can't be on all teams.
Fry also coming down to pit. Yeah, definitely some damage there to the right front of that 82. He fell way off the pace. Mason looks to the inside of Mangrum down into turn 3. And Mason makes the pass. Everybody diving off here, though, leaving Mercado out to lead a lap. Marini and Kern both stay out as well.
I'm gonna be honest, you have our loss right there.
CD and Tomlinson following the race leader, or what was the race leader down pit road. Mercado staying out with Marini, Kern, and Carvalho. Sounds like Fry just going through the tunnel turn there, and Hanneman about 18 seconds ahead of him, so quite a gap there between P8 and 9. Mercado, Marini, and Kern still having to come down pit road, though. And here comes the race leader down this time, Marini. He stays out. Kern as well staying out. Carvalho coming down, so Mercado and Carvalho both coming down pit road this time around. That leaves only 2 still to pit. Net race leader right now is Fontaine in the number 12. He and Hanneman about the same gap they were before the pit stop started. Interesting to see what Marini and Kern decide to do here. Marini coming this time. Kern stays out. He's going to go ahead and lead a lap, so he'll be the last to pit in stage 1. And Brian Carvalho right in front of Mr. Kern. And Mercado got by Hanneman there for second, net second, rather. So he'll give chase to Fontaine. This time by through turn 3. I'm wondering if Will's going to try to push it another lap, or if he's saved enough he thinks to go the rest of the way. He is staying out here. Five more times around at Pocono in stage number 1. Bryce in second still. Yeah, looks like Will's coming this time. Down pit road he goes. That will leave Fontaine to the race lead when he gets around and passes the 31. Looks like he might have slid through his box as well. Everybody going flying by the number 31 there. And Mangrum and Hanneman side by side at a 1. Hanneman will get the better of the 9 that time. Down the straightaway into the tunnel turn they go. Not sure what's going on with the 31 there. Still sitting on pit road. Must have been a speeding penalty. That'd be my guess. Should only hurt him this stage. He'll get his lap back at the stage break. This time around, pit road will be closed. Pit road is closed, 2 to stage. Hanneman's doing a good job of holding Mangrum off But Mangrum is looking for more. Every stage point important for his teammates, so.
Yeah, same problem as me, huh?
Not sure what happened. This time through 3.
Yeah, dirty here in turn 2 is bad.
Clean air in turn 2 is bad right now. Shit.
One more time around here for these guys in this first stage of the race. Through the tunnel turn, Hanneman able to hold off Mangrum for now. Curious to see what happens here in turn 3. Mangrum looks to go to the high side. He will lose a lot of time on entry. We'll see what happens down the straightaway, though, as they come around.
Good stage, bro.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Okay.
Stage number 1. That is stage 1. Congratulations, Bryce.
Pace car's still in the pit, so I'm going to be hauling here, guys. Pace car's out of pit road. We'll probably catch him off of 1. Checking up off of 1.
So our stage 1 winner is not in the Discord right now, so we will not be getting an interview there with Mr. Fontaine unless he decides to pop in with me. Kern will get the lucky dog here, or the free pass. Excellent stage executed, though, by the 12. He took the lead early on and was able to cruise to a stage 1 win. 10 points, putting him now 60-ish points above the cut line. Everybody but Kern coming down pit road this time around. Four tires and Sunoco race fuel for everybody. Mercado gonna win the race off of pit road with Mangrum and Tomlinson in tow. Quick pit stop there for Mercado. 13.92 in his pit box, so good for him. Fry working on getting some of that damage repaired. I'm guessing Kern getting his service as well. Kern gets off pit road there, no problems at all. Fry, we'll see if he is able to get out ahead of the pace car. Yeah, there he goes. Long way to go around this track still, but he will get out in front of the pace car, no problems at all. And Mercado takes the bottom with Mangrum on the high side. I'd expect to see a lot of the same strategy as we saw from stage 1 here in the second stage. For the drivers, maybe trying to split the stage, try to get in and out as quickly as possible, minimize the amount of time spent on pit road. Fry and Kern both topping off. I was wondering about that. Fry going to be a long way behind these guys in the front as he's going down the second straightaway between turns 1 and 2. Into the restart zone, Mercado going to rip away on the bottom. Mangrum doing a good job of holding up on the high side.
Flag clear for passing under yellow. I'm at the tail end of the field, so I'm not sure how I got that.
I think it was because you were the free pass and Fry was coming out of pits. You're good though, I got you.
Thank you.
Down into the tunnel turn 2. Mercado still holds the race lead. The good news about this stage, though, these guys will have to go 4 fewer laps, and we saw Kern make it 15 laps last time. Maybe a strategy call here to just go into save mode for everybody. Fontaine looking to the inside of the number 9 of Mangrum. They'll be side by side for P2. Down into 1, he will get by, as will Tomlinson. And it looks like Hanneman also going to make the pass for the 4th position as Mangrum falls to P5. Yeah, you can hear the guys clutching and shutting the motor off as much as they can at the front. Trying to save any laps that they can. Down the front straightaway, Mercado still leading, but Fontaine closing in rapidly. Mercado defending the bottom. Trying to break it. Never mind. Here comes Fontaine breaking the draft. He tried to go to the inside, maybe try to make a mistake from Mercado. Looks like he will now try to have a run off of turn 1. Fontaine shows the nose down into the tunnel turn. Not going to do anything about it there, though. Tomlinson's right here in this battle as well. He's looking to the outside of Fontaine. He's done a good job of using the outside groove to generate momentum down the straightaways. As Mercado tries to break the draft down the long straightaway front stretch. Mercado still leading this first group. Second group led there by Hanneman. He's got Mangrum and Carvalho in tow. And then this, we'll call it the third group here, Marini and Kern. Running just a touch slower than the guys in front of them, but they are also in save mode for sure. You can hear the guys coasting through the corners. Trying to save every little bit of fuel. Mercado doing a good job of trying to break the draft up for everybody. Fontaine looks high through turn one. Trying to use that momentum down the straightaway down to the tunnel turn. Mercado, though, doing a very good job of defending the inside groove. Into turn three, he continues to lead. And I would expect him to continue to do what he's been doing, which is break this draft up down this straightaway. Down he goes to the inside. Very tight off of one. I think Tomlinson might have caught the wall there that time. Fontaine was close to it as well. And Fry comes down pit road here. Not sure if he's trying to undercut or just try to get some damage repaired or what it is, but he's down pit road. There goes Fontaine and Tomlinson down pit road. It's going to leave Mercado by himself in the race lead. That's going to put Hanneman up to second. Mangrum and Carvalho follow into the top five as William Kern and Marini do as well into fifth and sixth. Fry's off pit road, so guessing it was a gas and go type of situation for the 82. He gets out between Mercado and Hanneman. 6-second stop there for the 82. Ray leads the second group still. I say second group. This is really the first group. You got Mercado in front of him, and then these guys. But Hanneman being chased down by Carvalho. And then number 19 with Mangrum right behind him. Bale's diving off for pit road here. There goes Carvalho for P2. Makes the pass happen. Really pulling the clutch in early. Everybody in this lead group trying to save as much as they possibly can. Not sure if Carvalho is, but he sits in second right now. Mangrum in third, Kern up to, Mangrum in fourth, Kern up to fifth. You know he's coasting here, yep. Trying to make it happen. Hoping that the guys in front of him will have to pit. Just being very easy on the car as much as he can be. Mercado into three here. 5 more times around in stage 2. Interestingly enough, he's not clutching in one. So either he's saved enough or he is planning to pit. Not clutching in the tunnel turn either. Coasting through 3 for Hanneman. There goes Carvalho down pit road here. He'll relinquish the second spot. Mercado stays out again, so the gap to P2, who is now Mangrum. He got by Hanneman. Out to 12 seconds. But these guys are all trying to save fuel to the end of the stage. Not sure about Mercado with 2 to stage next time by, if he can make it or not. time by. Will be 2 to stage. And no, here comes Mercado. He's coming down pit road. Pits are closed, 2 to stage, guys. So that leaves the race lead to Mangrum, who is still trying to make it to the end of the stage. This is biggest, though, for Fontaine and Tomlinson, who early pitting got them both ahead of Mercado. And now they sit 5th and 6th ahead of Mercado, who's in 7th. Kern gets by Hanneman for 2nd. Really big stage points there. Manger comes by one more lap in stage number 2. Pace slowing to a crawl here, though, but Mangrum going to come around and win stage number 2.
Yellow flag is out.
That is stage 2. Congratulations, CD Mangrum. The real question is, will he be able to make it all the way around 2 more times?
Pace car in 1, checking up in 1.
And since
Wait.
since we got you real quick, we got a long way to go around this track. CD, congratulations on stage 2 win. And how you feeling after that stage?
It was good. We clutched it the whole way, and we got a stage win finally on the season. We don't get a playoff point for it, but it's good to get one.
Yeah, so now we've got halfway to the checkered flag here. How you feeling about your chances to the end of the race?
I mean, I feel good if I could execute pit road and get out front, get some clean air, and we'll go from there. I know we're gonna have probably a couple pit stops here, so I know the field's gonna be a little shuffled up, so it should be interesting.
All right, well, we'll let you get down pit road, and good luck the rest of the way, CD.
Yep, thank you.
Keeping our interviews short and sweet and to the point tonight. But CD will take the field down pit road. Everybody on the lead lap still. Fry was able to get his lap back once Mercado went down pit road. And everybody will be coming down here. Right side's up. And left side's up. Looks like Marini gonna get out. Get out first. Let's take a look at that pit time. For Marini. 10.72 seconds on pit road. Interesting. Maybe a 2-tire stop there. We'll see. Or gas only potentially. Ooh, gas only for the 45. Saving his tires for the end of the race. Interesting call. Ooh, he forgot tires. That's what it is. Oh, or they're coming down to top off. That's what it is, I'm guessing. Bunch of drivers coming back down pit road. Pocono and Mangrum staying out. And Marini gonna take the tires now. Must have had them not checked before. So he'll take tires, get fueled up. No harm, no foul there for Marini. And Mangrum will take the inside. Mercado will be to his outside. With everyone having come down pit road a second time, it's going to be just like an old school restart with only one car on one of the lines. Green flag flies, and there goes Mangrum ripping away. Lots of action here for third. 3 wide into 3. Now 2 wide as Tomlinson and Fontaine battle it out for third. They're able to get by Carvalho. And Fontaine able to block off the run that Tomlinson had. Like a little bit of contact with the outside wall there ahead of them. Marini will go by the inside, on the inside rather, excuse me, of Hanneman. Never mind. Hanneman battling back on the outside through the tunnel turn. Defending well on the outside here is the 85. This time Marini able to make it work. He gets it by. Down into the tunnel turn, these two go as Hanneman will fall back. Out to the race lead goes Mercado as he makes the pass through turn 3 on his teammate CD Mangrum. Mason actually caught the wall there through the tunnel turn on exit. See if the number 4 has any lasting effects of that. Didn't look like he smoked it, just like he looked like he got a piece of it. Carvalho getting reeled in by Marini. Mercado still leading. Mangrum. Fontaine has closed the gap to Mangrum now. Carvalho and Marini still side by side. Other than that battle for 5th, that was the closest battle between Mangrum and Fontaine. Carvalho looking to get back by the 45. Mercado doing anything he can to try to break up the draft. much like you see an IndyCar do at Indianapolis. You see that happen a lot. Mangrum under attack here by Fontaine and Tomlinson. Mercado staying out again here, flat 52. Marini sitting in 5th, 3.5 seconds behind the race leader, with Fry and Carvalho behind him. Race leader here comes and crosses the line for lap 55. Marini will come down pit road here about 10 laps after the green flag flew. Deal with Fontaine to the outside. And Fontaine will get by Mangrum for second. Here comes Tomlinson to the inside of Mangrum. Bryce trying to use the dirty air to affect the number 9's aerodynamics, and Mason able to get by for now, but Mangrum now hot on the tail of the number 4. Now Fontaine and Tomlinson set their sights on the race leader here with 24 to go. Mason actually starting to get a bit of a gap between himself and Mangrum as well. Fry up to the 5th spot. Behind. Saw him in the background shot there. He is on an island by himself. But securely in 5th. Meanwhile, back here, Hanneman and Kern working together to draft as much and limit as much of the fuel usage as they possibly can. Here comes Mercado and Mangrum down pit road. The two GTR drivers going for the undercut this time. Following him down is Carvalho. If I had to guess, that's going to put Fontaine and Tomlinson on the timeline of this coming lap to go down pit road. They don't want to let these guys get too far in front. And off of 3. They do indeed dive down to the pit lane entry. And Fry will follow. Hanneman and Kern, leaders on the track right now. They are in save mode. Hardcore save mode. Trying to stretch this as far as they possibly can. Mercado leading the net race lead guys out. Bryce able to minimize the gap as much as he can to Mangrum, but Tomlinson, he lost a lot of time on the pit road. The gap between himself and Fontaine just shy of 2 seconds. Kern and Hanneman trying to make this a one-stop stage 3. I think they need to go one more time around in order to make that happen, make that a reality. Minimum of one more time around, probably more like 3 or 4 more times around. But they're losing a ton of time to what is the net race leader right now in Mercado. You see there, Hanneman and Kern in turn 1, and there comes Mercado as he goes by the race, the start finish line rather. Yeah, they closed up over a second just down the front straightaway. And as Mercado comes off 3, or 1 rather, Hanneman and Kern going towards 3. Race going this time. I don't know if he's been saving enough. 19 to go. William Kern staying out. Trying to stretch this as much as he possibly can. Everybody going blowing by. Hanneman, who's in pit road. We saw Kern go 15 laps in stage 1. So if he can stretch it just a little more, he might be in good shape. But he's coming down this time. So he'll cross the line with 18 to go. And if he drives at the pace that he did in stage 1, he should be able to only have to save 3 laps. But there goes the race leader now as Mercado retakes the lead. These guys should all have to pit one more time. Whereas if Hanneman and Kern are able to make their strategy work, they shouldn't have to pit again. These two should be able to make it if their plan goes according to plan. Race is on for second as Mangrum and Fontaine in close proximity. Oh, and Bryce slams the wall off of 1. That was a hard shot for the 12. Lifted the left side tires up off the ground and everything. Guessing he's got wheel damage from that as well, because that was a hard shot. Definitely some big time scrapes on the right front of the number 12. Gonna try to make sure he doesn't do that again. Probably a couple more times around and everybody should be able to make it from there. Will he carry enough momentum, Fontaine, to get to the quarter panel? No. Down pit road goes Fry with 14 to go. He's going for the undercut. Lots of different strategies here. But he's down pit road. Right side's up. Is this a 4 in fuel or is this a 2 in fuel? That's a 2 in fuel, right sides only. Strategy call there. Marini coming down pit road this time. So safe to say, I think everybody could make it from here if they pit. Surprised to not see Fontaine decide to try to undercut these two in front of him. Or a Tomlinson who sits 4th right now. Yeah, here comes Fontaine. He's going for the undercut. Never mind, he changes his mind. I don't know if he was too hot or what it was. Or he wanted to get with his teammate, potentially. One of those two things. If I had to guess. Nope, here comes Mangrum, though. Mangrum comes down pit road. As does Fontaine and Tomlinson. That leaves Mercado out on the track with 11 to go. He's the one to get undercut here. Off pit road, looks like Mangrum gonna get out in front again. And here comes Mercado down pit road. That's going to leave Carvalho to the lead. And coming around to the net race lead should be Mangrum. And Fontaine following him. Mercado with a 9-second stop, so I'm guessing right's only for the 41 as well. Carvalho still out there running in the race lead. He'll have to pit again, though, I think. When he does, that's going to leave Mangrum and Fontaine in 1 and 2. Here comes Carvalho this time by. across the line, making it 8 to go as the race leader, and Mangrum will take over that top spot once he catches and passes pit road. Fry gets by Hanneman for 4th back here. Again, Hanneman in save mode, as is William Kern. Tomlinson will get by Hanneman as well. See if Fontaine has anything for Mangrum here in the final 7 laps. Dirty air has played a factor. In corners, and the draft being broken up. I don't know that Bryce is too concerned about the draft. Ooh, a little bit of a bobble there in 3. Bryce does a good job on entry into 1. The exit speed from Mangrum is a little bit faster. Now through the tunnel turn they go. CD doing a good job of maintaining the gap. Five laps remain here from Pocono Raceway. Gap continuing to close down, though. Now Fontaine finding a second wind here with 4 to go. Lost a lot of time on exit of 1. He had the gap down to 3/10. Just like that, it's back out to 6/10. A good lap here from Mangrum. Mangrum caught the wall that time out of 1. This will give Fontaine a chance to catch up with 3 to go. Down under half a second now from P2. This time by 2 laps to go from Pocono. Mangrum continuing to try to break that draft up as much as he can. Chase is on. Fontaine starting to close it up a bit more. That's the gap on the final lap here from Pocono. I think Mangrum's done enough through the tunnel turn. Yeah, Fontaine just trying to get any time he can. He hits the wall hard off of 2. Down into 3 they go. Fontaine trying to close the
It's
gap,
impossible to do anything in dirty air.
but not able to make it happen. And
Good racing, guys.
off of 3, CD Mangrum,
Go on.
another win here in the round of
Little
8.
fake pit fucked me, so good job.
A little gamesmanship.
Fontaine comes home 2nd, Mercado 3rd, Tomlinson 4th, Fry 5th, William Kern in 6th,
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. Good one.
Marini in 7th, and then Carvalho 8th, and rounding out the field is Ray Hanneman tonight.
Good race, 45.
Nice win, player.
Thank
I was coming, Jose. I was trying everything I could, man.
Yeah, as soon as I hit like 0.8 on Bryce, I hit the wall on turn 2 and that screwed me over.
His race winning moment here for Mangrum. He burned it down all the way to the end. While everything goes there. We'll quickly go over the race results. I kind of ran through them quickly, but Mangrum, the winner, his second of this round. Fontaine in second. Mercado in third. Tomlinson fourth, and Kevin Fry rounding out the top 5. William Kern in sixth. Marini comes home 7th. Carvalho 8th. Ray Hanneman in 9th. Overall, a good win there for CD, albeit a fuel mileage race for sure. I'm just gonna let this rewind a little bit here so I can get some good shots of the people's cars. We will look at the 41 first. Our third place finisher, Jose Mercado, bringing it home third tonight. Led a lot of laps here tonight, but taking it home third is a good points day for you. I gotta imagine you're feeling pretty good about that, yeah?
Yeah, feel pretty good about the points. Feel pretty bummed that I threw away the race. I had a 2.3 second gap, and just overshot my pit stop on the last pit stop. So, pay for it. So on to Martinsville, but good points night. CD won, GTR Motors.
So yeah, it's a good finish anyway, and you know, bouncing back from having to use the provisional at Watkins Glen. What do you think? What are you thinking about Martinsville? What's your mindset going into there?
Win it.
That's fair.
That's my mindset. I haven't seen the points, so I think I'm not sure where I'm gonna be. I was negative 18. I ran second first stage, but second stage a lot of fuel saving, so I finished 7th there. So third for the race. I don't know. I will have to do the math, but I think I'm closer to the cut line. But I think I'm gonna have to win at Martinsville, or at least finish top 3 every stage.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and then if you're able to make your way to that, then you'll hopefully, for your sake, make it into the championship 4. And if you do get the win at Martinsville or point your way in, which one of those 3 tracks? Let's take a look at them real quick. Nashville Super Speedway, and New Hampshire and Phoenix. Any of those tracks kind of circled for you if you make it into the championship 4?
Nashville.
Yeah.
New Hampshire. I have never run a lap in iRacing, so that one's not gonna be crossed. So Nashville and Phoenix are the pretty 2 good races for me. I like New Hampshire. I just never ran a lap there here in iRacing. I don't even own the track, so
Gotcha.
it's time to buy it.
Yep. All right. Well, good finish here for you tonight, Jose. Anybody you want to shout out before we let you go?
Shout out to GTR boys, CD and Marini. Good win for CD. That helps me that he won because doesn't let anybody else lock in below the cut line. So that was a little help as well. So shout out to GTR guys. Shout out to everybody that makes the league happen. And you up there every Friday, man, doing a hell of a job. So appreciate you.
All right. Congratulations on the 3rd place. We'll see you next week in Martinsville.
Thank you, buddy. I'll see you next week.
That's your 3rd place finisher, Jose Mercado. And then coming home 2nd, I know disappointed, couldn't make it happen here in Pocono, but Bryce, a good finish for you in the 2nd position. Tried to make it happen there on the last lap, trying to send it as hard as you could. But 2nd place finish must feel a little bittersweet for you, yeah? Oh. Hello, Bryce?
Oh, sorry about that. I had to do a little bit of weight reduction after the race.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, no, just yeah. I mean, still a good points day. It's understood, I guess, what's going on, but it's a fun track. I mean, it went exactly how I figured it would be. You just get to about half a second behind somebody and can't do anything about it at all. But nonetheless, like I said, a good points day that should move us on to the next round and try to go get him in Martinsville, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, we were kind of talking about Martinsville mindset there, just to go out there and win it, or you just kind of point your way in, or what's your mindset there?
The mindset's always to win, right? I mean, I think I've proved by now that it doesn't matter what situation I'm in, I'm always going to try to go for the win. And yeah, so game plan's going to stay the same at Martinsville. I think we're going to tone up just the aggressive calls a little bit. I think I've just kind of been a little bit patient, and I don't want to say complacent, but haven't been taking as many risks as I probably should, and that changes at Martinsville.
Yeah. Well, I think with the points that you've had, you've all but assured that you're going to be into the round of 4 here, the championship 4. Nashville Superspeedway, New Hampshire, and Phoenix. Any of those ringing out to you as your track?
I mean, I've had success at Nashville, former home track, I guess. Phoenix is a fun track, and I've had some success at New Hampshire as well. So, like I said, coming different here these last couple of races. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, understood. Well, anybody want to shout out before we let you go, Bryce?
Yeah, of course. Shout out to you for broadcasting. It sucks that the field always dwindles down in the playoffs, and we only have 9 cars out there. But appreciate you for sticking it out and being a part of it with the awesome broadcast. Got to give a shout out to the pregnant wife, of course, for everything she does, and shout out to all the guys over at Eternal for their support. Triple Stint Racing Gloves, iStats, P1 Docs is on the car now too as well. So just shout out to all the sponsors and everybody that shows support. And yeah, I don't think I left anybody out there, so I think that'll do.
All right. Well, we'll let you get on to hanging out with the pregnant wife, and congratulations on P2, and I think locking yourself into the championship 4 officially. But we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you.
And finally, your race winner, CD Mangrum, comes down to a pit stop and a strategy call, but you come home the race winner. That's 2 in a row. Momentum definitely on your side, CD.
Yeah, I'm happy to get a win here tonight. Shout out to GTR gang and everybody. Shout out to the fans. Wasn't expected. I didn't get really any practice until about 15 minutes before the session, but it came down to the first stage, just a normal stage. Second stage, we had the fuel save, got the stage win. And then, yeah, we just had a good entry on pit road and a good exit on pit road. And I think that was ultimately the difference. I did take 2 tires. I'm not sure if Bryce took any tires. I know Jose did, but I think he slid his pit stall as well. But yeah, fortunate to get out front in the clean air. Clean air is king in these cars, and especially these type of tracks. So was great to get out the dirty air there finally.
I was gonna say, Bryce brought up the dirty air. Talk about battling in that dirty air for most of the race. I know you were in like the 4th or 5th position a lot of the race and having to deal with it. How difficult was it, especially in that tunnel turn? It felt like.
Yeah, it was bad. You just had to position your car in the right spot just to get a little bit on the nose. And I think it was stage 1. We had some good runs on the 85 there for 3rd. We just couldn't get him in the right spot. And I think that's just kind of the main deal. Once you get to a certain distance behind, if you could really time it right to get the run off the turn, get side by side, it's still pretty difficult. But yeah, I just knew that whoever could get the clean air there at the end. I know Jose was faster than me there to start the 3rd stage, and kind of let him pull me there. I didn't want to, because I know he's got to lock himself in, so I want to help a teammate out there and also save my own tires and fuel there. So maybe that helped out a little bit, being able to just take it easy behind him, not have to go as hard in the lead. But still, dirty air was hard to get over tonight. So you want that clean air.
Yeah, and once you got out to the clean air, you were able to hold off Bryce because of that dirty air behind you, of course. And 2 wins in a row now. I mean, are you looking for a 3rd in a row here at Martinsville next week?
I mean, if I could, yeah, that'd be great. We really no expectations going into these. We just try to come in and get some laps in, and hopefully by the end of it, we tend to be there at the end in the mix. So that's ultimately what we're going to try to do. And Martinsville, I mean, not as aero sensitive, but it's going to be hard to pass there too. So with the downshifting, getting off the turns. You have to be really disciplined and just real good off the turns to get a run and pass there. So it could be another one of, who gets the lead last. So
Yeah, well, 2 race wins in the round of 8 so far, and potential for a third here at Martinsville next week. But with you being locked into the championship 4, congratulations. And anybody you want to shout out?
and we got a whole list, man. Shout out to you, the admins, all the fans tuning in tonight. Hope they enjoyed the race. Shout out to all the GTR guys. We had a good run tonight. Shout out to everybody back home, the whole West Side, Zone 4, West End, North Side Drive. I had to throw it in there. Hey, it's gonna be a big weekend in the next week, man. We got the Atlanta Braves. We got the All-Star game here in Atlanta. It's gonna be a good show at Truist Park. We plan to be there, so we're gonna have a good celebration for this one.
Oh, how was the race in Atlanta? I know you went to that the Cup race there in Atlanta.
Oh
a couple weeks
yeah,
ago. How was that?
yeah, yeah. It was sensational.
All right, well, CD, we'll let you get to it, and congratulations on the race win tonight. And again, we'll see you next week in Martinsville.
I appreciate you. Take care.
Big win there for CD Mangrum, and he comes home with a second race win in this round. And didn't have to lock himself in with that race win, but it does prevent, as Jose said, anybody like Mason or Fry or Kern or any of those other playoff contenders from locking their way in to the championship 4. Bryce as well, but I think points-wise, Bryce has made it in anyway. So with that massive lead he had at the beginning of the round of 8, and then the decent points day he had at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago. So, but congratulations to CD Mangrum. We went over the results already, and yeah. On to Sunday, where the Truck Series will be racing at Auto Club, another long 2-mile track for those trucks. And if it's anything like any of the other races from that series so far, full field could be expected. And then Monday, we go road course racing in the Gen 6 at Sonoma. And then on Tuesday, ARCA racing at Chicagoland before we get back to next Friday, as our Cup guys finish out the round of 8 at the Martinsville Paperclips. And it's going to be one heck of a race here to see who locks their way in to the Championship 4. But as always, for everybody here behind the scenes at High Velocity Racing League and for the High Velocity Racing Network, we appreciate everybody for stopping by and hanging out with us as we watched CD Mangrum win here in Pocono Raceway and get his second win in as many races in the round of 8. We will catch you guys next time.